Cancer touches everyone's life. Definitely a scary thing. It makes you really kind of put everything into perspective.
They're going through one of the toughest times that they're going to be going through in their lives.
I was really depressed. I came here and my attitude just completely changed.
You can either be a victim or you can be a fighter, and you choose your path.
You kind of have to reach out and talk to people and realize the resources that are there, that people want to help you get through this.
Hope Lodge provides free lodging for cancer patients. A lot of people don't live in the city that they need their medical care, and they need to travel a great distance to go to their treatment. And that's why Hope Lodge is here for them.
In a lot of situations, I'm probably the first contact that people have with Hope Lodge. It's just a wonderful feeling to be helping in some tiny way this amazing place that really gives people a home away from their home when they're in a really vulnerable situation.
There's no cost, there's no financial requirements, there's no income eligibility. I think that's pretty unique, and I think it's just an incredible opportunity for people to have a place to stay during their treatment.
The average saving, if you're here for 6 weeks, is about $7,000, which is huge. However, it's really the community, the support, the home away from home. That's why Hope Lodge is so important.
There's 4 shared kitchens that people often congregate in while they're cooking.
We have the therapy dog that comes in. We have a harp player that comes and plays soothing music. We have art therapy once a week. We have yoga and meditation.
The books here are wonderful. There are books on each floor, and I've spent some time arranging them and organizing them, and there are tons of books I want to read.
When I work with patients, I just get this sort of sense of relief, a sense of appreciation, and a sense of gratitude that they have an incredible place to stay. And I think that says a lot.
When folks check into the lodge, they're very nervous. It's a really unique time in their life because they're not only going through cancer treatment, but they're moving away from home. It's really an honor to be able to help them during that journey.
I'm Amy Bryson, and I'm living in Sugarloaf, Maine with my parents. I was diagnosed with breast cancer June 2015, and going through all this just for 2 years. I lost my apartment because I couldn't work. I lost my car. I don't even think I'd be able to get my treatments if it wasn't for this place, because I wouldn't be able to pay to stay at a hotel. I've been here for almost a month and a half. From the second I walked in here, I felt like I was at home. Everybody was so welcoming. The rooms are so comfortable. It's literally like a little apartment complex. It really is home away from home. I was in a hotel before this because they didn't have a room, and it was, just staring at 4 walls, and I'm by myself. If I'm in my room for more than a few hours, somebody comes up and they check on me. Everybody is always in the kitchen, and there's the game room, the movie room. It's just nice to be able to talk to people that are going through the same thing. I get to tell my story, and everybody's there to listen, and I get shoulders to cry on. We're kind of like a family here. Somebody getting a diagnosis like me, and I have an 11-year-old son, and they're telling me I have 10 years, you would think that I would be very depressed and sad, but these people just bring me up and make me feel positive and keep me going. I've never seen anything like it. I love it. I don't even want to leave.
What's your day looking like today?
Pretty hectic, yeah. My name is Lisa Gohra.
My name is David Burke.
We've been married 17 years. Do we get
13.
that right?
No, it's be 14 years.
14, yeah.
14 years. We've known each other.
I was invited to the Hope Lodge after I was diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer, or the tall cell variant, which made it very aggressive. I needed treatment 5 days a week for 9 weeks. The Hope Lodge would allow me to live across the street and access the best care in the world with the best practitioners. Hope Lodge it's a home away from home. One of the things that I knew that I needed to do in fighting this disease was to keep any type of normalcy that I could. I'm a big proponent of a book called Make Your Bed. Really, the premise of the book is, if you get up in the morning and you make your bed and you do one small thing right, then you'll have the ability to do bigger things throughout the day well. And at the end of the day, if you didn't have such a great day, you at least have that one accomplishment. So by having the Hope Lodge, I was able to really keep this routine that was important to me. And I became very regimented in my day. And I think Dave can probably attest to that.
My role was caretaker, to be there for her, to make sure that she got up in the morning, took her to her radiation treatment, was there to be with her through all the steps, because it's an emotional journey that you go through with this. And I had to be that support figure for Lisa. I had to be there 24/7 with her. By having the Hope Lodge as a base camp, when I got home from taking her to radiation every morning for an hour, I put her to bed so she could rest, and then I was able to set up and work remote there. I could work my 8-hour day, then have dinner with her, have a place to rest, and just to have some basic necessities that you need to, because your world's really in flux. Quality of people, doctors we had at Dana-Farber and Brigham and Women's, and the support I was getting at the Hope Lodge from the people there, I knew we had all the things in our corner to win this battle.
Dave was there and encouraged me every day. My radiation team said to me on the very last day of my treatment, "Wow, you did that with such grace and poise." Early on when I was diagnosed, it was scary for us. One day I came home and I said, "You know what? Time out, guys. There's no more tears. We're not gonna sit around and cry. We're not gonna let this thing define us. We have found the right people and we're at the right place. I really need you to turn all of that into strength and positive energy, because that's what's gonna get us through it." It took me a little bit of a transition period to actually get readjusted at home. But one of the things that Dave and I committed to doing is we would always go back and we would pay a visit.
This looks nice.
Yeah, it's almost Easter.
We give back on a regular basis. When we get down, we deliver supplies that, I know that they definitely need. It's just a way of paying back. I don't want to ever forget what I was given. For a lot of people when they, I'm sorry, I get a little emotional here, but a lot of people when they leave the Hope Lodge and they ring that bell, they close that door in their life and they walk away and they never open it again. And I never want to forget that there was people there in my toughest time. So I'm going to continue to go back, indefinitely.